So many of us are deeply saddened by what happened to Winter Cole Smith and her mother, found stabbed and sexually assaulted at her home in Lansing. Tonight, one local mother shares the pain of this kind of domestic violence. Paula Tutman spoke with Faith Brown, whose ex-husband killed their children and tried to kill her as well. Paula, she does have a unique perspective on this very important issue.
Yeah, she really does. Start with the fact that she has healed her body, but the way she works on healing her heart is by speaking to others. Anyone who will listen about domestic violence, how to avoid it, how to get more resources to support those who need help, but also in terms of really understanding what's going on. Last night, however, I got to tell you, when she heard what happened to Winter, it absolutely broke her heart all over again. But I can tell you this, not her resolve.
And this one is my absolute favorite.
Today, Faith Brown is packing up the photographs of her 4 children, Chad 19, Kara 17, Coy 5, Kaylee 4. She's moving to a new apartment and moving on with life, post the man and the act that stole her family. Her children were murdered in 2016 by their father, Gregory Green. 2 of them killed execution style in front of her.
I went through a horrific event where my ex-husband murdered my 4 children and basically left me for dead.
She refuses to allow that act of violence to steal her future. The system, which consists of laws, courtrooms, pieces of paper, and people, she says, the sum total is still not enough to protect men, but mostly women, from the most dangerous window, the moments, days, and weeks before escape from an abuser. Restraining orders, she says, are meaningless pieces of paper for law abiders only. And while they are important to get, they inform. They do not protect.
They don't care nothing about a paper. They don't care.
She says today we should be talking about how more resources are needed to make sure women and men know what organizations are available within physical reach to help with planning to leave and then having a place to go when you do.
If we take these necessary steps, I think it will really help and the numbers will stop dropping and we'll save more lives.
Inside the courthouse, she says there needs to be funded advocates who've experienced abuse themselves and been through the system to hold the survivor's hand and guide them through this scary legal process.
They want to know that when they talk to you that you're not judging them. They want to know that they can trust you.
And instead of protecting the tender ears of children by pretending kids and teens are not aware of sex and violence, she says parents need to proactively teach girls and boys what love is and definitely what love is not.
We're not perfect parents, but we do have to let them know what's going on, keep them abreast of what's going on in the world. That's very important. We can't keep them sheltered.
You know, that's a long list, but the list is actually longer. She definitely believes that we need to find more funding and more commitment in proactively trying to prevent this kind of violence, but also addressing it when it happens. As for those who are very, very sad about what happened, whether they know this family or not, she says it is important to talk about it, but also think about what you can do yourself to try to prevent domestic violence, or at least support some of the resources out there for those who are trying to get out. Guys?
I give her so much credit for coming forward and sharing her story. I know she's talked before. I think she makes a really valid point about that advocate in court, Paula, because sometimes it's just simply overwhelming.
Yeah, and I thought that was an interesting perspective.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, thank you.